The Holy Gospel according to St. Luke, the 6th chapter. Then Jesus looked up at the disciples and said, "Blessed are you who are poor, for yours is the kingdom of God. Blessed are you who are hungry now, for you will be filled. Blessed are you who weep now, for you will laugh. Blessed are you when people hate you, or when they exclude you, revile you, and defame you on account of the Son of Man. Rejoice in that day and leap for joy, for surely your reward is great in heaven. For that is what the ancestors did to the prophets. But woe to you who are rich, for you have received your consolation. Woe to you who are full now, for you will be hungry. Woe to you who are laughing now, for you will mourn and weep. Woe to you when all speak well of you, for that is what their ancestors did to the false prophets. But I say to you that listen, love your enemies, do good to those who hate you, bless those who curse you, pray for those who abuse you. If anyone strikes you on the cheek, offer the other also. And if anyone takes away your coat, do not withhold even your shirt. Give to everyone who begs from you. And if anyone takes away your goods, do not ask for them again. Do to others as you would have them do to you." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Christ.
You may be seated. On the eve of All Saints' Day, a day known to the rest of us for good reasons as Halloween, it was a tradition at the daily evening prayer service at Seabury Western, the Episcopal Seminary on the Northwestern University campus, that we would begin that service in a very strange and special way. The faculty would dress up in their full academic regalia, and the rest of us would put on every vestment that we could legitimately wear. My outfit looked exactly like this. And then we began our service by bursting forth from the chapel, singing For All the Saints, accompanied by the seminary carol. It was an equally tried and true tradition that there would be a musical moment of confusion. The carillonneur, and there was a real carillon at Seabury, the carillonneur was placed high in the tower and surrounded by the bells, so he could not hear us singing. And when we got to the farthest point on our route, we couldn't hear him either. So we would be singing, and he would be playing merrily away until someone in the front picked up the sound of the bells again and sent back the word, "Hey, wait, listen." We would stop singing, pause, and then pick up the melody again where the carillonneur was. When the first members of the student body walked into the chapel, it was the organist's job to figure out where we were and start accompanying us to the song's conclusion. As Dr. Douglas Peterson, Seabury's musical director, could be counted on saying at the dinner that we always held afterwards, were it not for two reasons, our procession could have come right out of grand opera. The two reasons are that it was neither operatic nor was it grand. But it was fun, participating in the ecclesiastical equivalent of Halloween. I always figured that anybody living in a town and gown place like Evanston would not be surprised when an academic passed by the front of their house singing. But I've always wondered what the folks from out of town thought as they drove past us as we made our way down Sheridan Road. I don't doubt that a few of them thought, what an odd way to celebrate Halloween. In fact, it was the perfect way to celebrate Halloween. The word Halloween is a redaction from the Scottish for All Hallows Eve. And the tradition of carving something, large turnips in the British Isles and pumpkins here, commemorated the souls in purgatory. Trick-or-treating, also a Celtic invention, derived from the medieval practice of the poor begging door to door for food in return for prayers for the family's dead on All Souls Day. It is a day when it is appropriate to be asked to be delivered from beasties and ghoulies and things that go about in the night. And what better way to do so than to sing For All the Saints at the top of your lungs, dressed in the best costume you owned. That Reformation Day falls this year on a Sunday and is combined with the Feast of All Saints' Day does not allow us to begin with the idea that all Luther was trying to do is free the church from the superstitions of the past. If that was his goal, he failed miserably. Superstition and the faith are almost inextricably linked in the minds of most people. Pray for good weather, Padre. People will shout at me at Happy Foods. We're having a barbecue tomorrow. And I always say, I'm in sales, not management. People ask me to pray for the Cubs, the Bears, the Blackhawks, the White Sox, or the Bulls. But I cannot bring myself to do it. I do not believe that God grants victory to one team or another by how many prayers have been said. If that were the case, while God may hear the cries of the poor and needy, God seems to be cheerfully indifferent to the prayers of Cub fans.